check, check, check. Abubakar Sila! Al-Sani Sila! Bowling Green! Woo! Thank you for coming out. We are the Drum Café. As you can see, where we come from, we don't play for you. We play with you, right? So get comfortable with that drum nearby, all right? You sat somewhere where it spoke to you, apparently, and we're just going to warm up a little bit more. We're awaiting a few more guests to join us, so, pace yourselves. We're going to be here for about 3 or 4 hours. No, I'm just kidding, all right? We'll negotiate that. So we'll start shortly. Thanks for being here, and just get comfortable. Shake out your hands. Rub them together, or shake, rub, there you go. That bling that you're wearing, rings, watches, things like that, yeah, you might want to remove that and put that in a safe place to protect your hands and to protect the drums. If it's really nice stuff, just hand it to me and I'll hang on to it before the end of the smart people. It's about trust, y'all. It's about trust. That's okay. Well, we'll work on that trust as the program unfolds. So go ahead and relax, breathe. It's Friday evening. I hope you had a great week, and we're honored that you came to join us this evening, okay? Particularly the little ones. Those are our drummers. We do a lot of programs, and we do a lot of programs with adult learners, and we do programs with child learners. And I love when I put the drums out for the adults, because we have this inviting experience. The music is lovely. You feel an attraction. And yet still, some of my adult customers will go and sit in the back, behind the drum. Now, do you think for a minute that the little ones sit in the back? Oh, no. They come up and they're like, what is that? And they go to that drum and they just start going after it. So I just asked you to consider rhetorically, why is that? What happens between that boundless enthusiasm of being a child and becoming a well-adjusted adult like us? We'll talk more about that. Something for you to ponder. All right, let's warm up for a couple more minutes, and then we'll get into the program. Thank you again for being here. You got something else? African rhythm. No. got it. All right. Keep that beat right there. Perfect. Now, I know you probably had a long week. So whatever you're feeling as you come into this space, joy, passion, enthusiasm, anxiety, fear, all is welcome. Take your own expression and let it go on the drum with a drum roll. All right, on 5. 1, 2, 3, drum roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. Back to the beat. Back to the beat. All right. Woo. Do it again. 1, 2, one more time. Yeah, yeah. That's it. One more. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Yeah, yeah. And we're stopped. There we go. We're having a conversation, right? Not the kind that you're used to, I get it. And in the conversations we're used to, sometimes we gotta find our way in. The other person just won't stop. Or maybe we just won't stop. Just like verbal conversations, musical conversations, there's a time to play and there's a time not to play. Very often it's the absence of music that creates the power, that creates the value in what we deliver. So this is our ensemble. It's about starting, stopping, playing together, all leveraging the same tool that we have, the universal expression of a rhythm. How many drummers do we have out there? Well, we're going anyway. I want everybody to raise your hand. You're all drummers because you all have rhythm, because we all came from the same place. Right, moms? Spent 9 months, give or take, just inches from your heartbeat. She instilled in us that primordial, innate sense of rhythm. And when it's right, we know it. We can trust it. And it doesn't matter on your musical sensibilities, it's our human sensibilities, and that's why we talk about this as a human experience and a human connection, which works faster than anything I've been exposed to. So everybody hand up one more time, and repeat after me, and own that rhythm you all possess. And it goes like this. If I can walk, or if I can breathe, then I've got rhythm. All right, so let's keep going with that rhythm. We start and stop together. 1, 2, drum roll. Yeah. You got it. Same thing. Here we go. Yeah. And shorter. Heads up. Ready. Same thing. Even shorter. Yep. Good. And we're done. All right. Let's come together. Feel that power of one. It's easy to say. Unity, alignment, oneness. We want you to feel it. So you walk away here feeling the connection with everybody in this hallowed space. You may know them. You may not know them. They may identify with the same gender. They may be in the same age group, cultural background, race, ethnicity. I want you to bring all that beautiful diversity into the power of one. On the drum, on 5, one time. One time, on the drum. One time. One time. How about 2? All right, too slow. 2, where we come from, is Maybe we've been under the pandemic for too long. We need to accelerate out of here, all right? So let's start again with one time on the drum. One time. Here we go. One. Here comes two. Woo. Oh, I got goosebumps. You can't see. That feels good. Let's start with two. And two chimes on the drum. Two time. 2, 1. Woo! Let's go. Some is good, more is better. And two. And here we go. Everybody on the drum. 3 times. 3, 1. 9. 9. All right. Check it out. How do your hands feel? Anybody's hands hurting a little bit? That'll go away in a few weeks. Good as new. Just remember, it's you hitting the drum, not the drum hitting you. So if it hurts, you got to make better choices. Don't hit it so hard. And 9. Here we go. And everybody on the drum. Smart. All right. The doctoral program that many of us here are involved in is called Organization Development and Change. Where are my future doctors at? Give us a drum roll. Not a drum roll. Yeah. We're not in the classroom like, I am. You express yourself on the drum in the drum cafe, all right? So, a big key of that is not the title of doctorate. It's about how to get organizations, communities to work and play together nicely, effectively, how to make them high-performing, how to deliver healthy and positive experiences inside of an organization. And then the change part, the change. Who likes to change? Yay, change. I struggle with change. You know why? Because change asks me to let go of something, to do something differently. And when I let go, I'm not in control. And when I'm not in control, to me, that's a simple definition of suffering. I need to control everything. But here's the upshot. We'll expand a little more. It's in that space I call liminal space. Things are happening to us that we can't do anything about. Things are happening to us that we can't do anything with. That's the space where transformation happens, where the big stuff happens, where we are invited into a new reality that makes us better for ourselves and for those around us in our communities. So if you find yourself in that space, embrace it and celebrate it. It means you're poised at the gate of a new you, a better you, which is probably going to be a little bit painful. Think about your experiences in transformation. Look in the rearview mirror. Probably a little bit of suffering that happened. Deep suffering or deep love. And you look back and you say, ooh, that was a little bit rough. But you're grateful because that experience got you to a place. At least let me own it, got me to a place that I wouldn't have gotten to on my own. So, the change part is coming up right now. I want you to watch for the changes, all right? Watch for the changes. Here we go, guys. All right, smart folks out there, watch my foot. When my foot hits the floor, your hand hits the drum. Ready? Here we go. Boom. You got it. Boom. All right. Boom. Keep watching. You're not watching. Dun, dun. All right, come back in. That's how we support one another on the drum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. One. Back to the beat. Yeah. Woo. Can you go faster? Somebody scream! Oh. Woo! How's that? How's that? Ooh, rub your hands together, shake them out, turn to your neighbor and say, I knew you could do that. I knew you could do that. Carol Dweck writes about the growth mindset. The growth mindset says, I come in, I see something, and I have two responses to it. My fixed mindset comes in, sees the drum on the chair, and says, what is that? And then what takes over? Our heads take over, and we start thinking it and overthinking it. And what are we thinking about? Negativity. I don't have rhythm. They're not going to make me play it, are they? And most importantly, the number one answer, they're not going to make me dance, are they? Oh, there's a nervous laughter right there. It's funny because it's real. It's funny when it's real. But what do the kiddos do? They come in with love, and they come in and they say, a drum, and they embrace the drum, and they say, I've never played that drum before. I don't even know what it's called. It's a djembe drum from West Africa, but they don't care. They come in and just have a go, don't you? God bless you too. God bless you all right? So they lead the way in a lot of ways to show us that we can still give ourselves permission to let go and to not worry so much about what's up in our heads. We do a lot of work with professionals, smart people, right, who have jobs and things. And that's part of the problem. I'm up here and I'm smart. That's how I got the gig in the first place. And in order to keep this job, I got to keep it together, right? I got to be smart. I got to be funny. I got to be cute. I got to be fashionable. I got to be all these things. Perfection is the enemy of what, Dr. Katie? Progress. Perfection is the enemy of progress. It also creates a collective shadow with all those that we work with about having to be perfect. And all of a sudden, everybody is just all wrung out about having to be perfect because our leader's trying to embody perfection. And I don't know about you all, but I can't follow a leader like that. I need to follow a leader who's authentic, who's transparent, who emotes from here as well as here, and who's a hard worker here. Our heads, our hearts, our hands. It's not either or, it's both and. And we need to cultivate spaces in our lives, be it at home, be it at work, be it in our relationships, where we intimately and explicitly have that safety available to us. So the Drum Cafe is not a cafe, per se, bricks and mortar-wise, anymore. What is bricks and mortar anymore? It's like this church is like one of the few bricks and mortar places that we have. But we still carry on the name to honor, first of all, the roots and us as custodians of the experience of community building. For thousands of years, rhythm cultures have leveraged drums and music to gain a sense of unity and alignment. And in those experiences, there have never been spectators. Everyone's always contributed their unique way to the community and the way that they add value. It takes a village, right? So we borrow from that, and we just do our part to extend the rich art and the rich practice that the music and the drums are all about in terms of building community. And the other reason is that the words Drum Cafe still apply, metaphorically. There are a few key places that we connect in our lives. At home, certainly, right? In our inner circles and our personal relationships. At work, where we spend so much of our time during the weeks or weekends. And then thirdly and finally, socially. At a cafe, or at a restaurant, or at a pub, where we gather and we connect and we engage in discourse, which is normally verbal. And that's great, but it can get a little risky. Because when I engage in conversation with my nephew, Garrett Monnin, right here, who's a junior at Bowling Green State University. Go Falcons! Give Garrett a drum roll! Yeah! Garrett's never seen this before, so he's probably like, it's my uncle? I thought I'd lost any respect he ever had for me. But we get together and we connect in language where he and I may not use the same words. And my words may be encumbered with a filter or a bias or a judgment that I'm not aware of. And even as blameless as it may be, message sent doesn't always equal message received. So we have to be open to engaging in dialogue that will land safely, and music is our way to leverage safe dialogue and safe space, which isn't encumbered in any way based on one's gestalt, right? Our worldviews, our world experiences. So it just allows us all to breathe, exhale, and feel the sense of connection and unity. And that's why making music to us is a great way to embody that. It's very naturally a collaborative, cooperative experience. In the doctoral program, we're all about designing collaborative events. And the Drum Cafe is just one manifestation of how we use the collaborative arts to drive change and transformation and a higher level of collaboration for our customers and for our organizations. So these drums have been around for thousands of years. I don't think they're going anywhere. It's technology, low tech, but it still works. You don't have to plug it in. You don't have to upgrade it. You don't have to put patches on it, security. No, just take good care of it, and it will serve you, and you serve it. And two guys that serve the drum like nobody I know in this world, Abubakar Sila and Alsteni Sila. Give them a round of applause, please. Master drummers from Guinea, West Africa, outside of Conakry. Abubakar traveled the world with the African drum and dance ballet called Ballet Africain. He landed in Miami some years ago, thankfully made his way to Austin, Texas, and has been working with me in the Drum Cafe for at least a dozen years, and I hope a million more. Alsteni Sila traveled with the Ivory Coast drum and dance ballet called Cote Ba, landed in New York, decided he liked America rather well, and thankfully became one of our citizens and joined us here to lend his rich culture to the melting pot that this great country is all about. So I'm so honored and blessed to have these master drummers here in the house with us. Yeah, give them one more round of applause. All right, so back to the drum. Let's get aligned and feel the power of one beat. Remember that oath of rhythm that I invited you to join me in. Let's do it one more time just to get everyone in lockstep. It goes like this. After me, if I can walk, or if I can breathe, then I've got rhythm. So let's demonstrate that collective sense of rhythm. Everybody at the same time, one time. Not bad, all right. Lock it in one more time. Very good. All right, now how are we all going to come together and stay in sync around that beat? You have your hand up, sir. Do you have an idea? Wow. That hand went down fast. Who's got it? Where are my musicians out there? He's the young man in the back. Yeah? Pastor Dave? How do we get started? How are we all going to come together? Follow me, all right? And what am I going to follow? I'm going to count to 5. We don't have to overthink it, folks. It's a drum. Leadership sometimes is very simple. Establishing cadences everyone can relate to, simplify, and make powerful as a group. So on 5, we're on the drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. There you go. I told you you had rhythm. Just took a little leadership, a little guidance, that's all. And you can find the beat right there, and pretty soon, how many of you are still counting? Like, will you shut up? I'm trying to count. Listen to you. Get out of your heads. Trust your rhythm. Trust your body. It's about holistic approach to relationships. Head, heart, bodies. If you can't feel this, let us help you. This half of the room, keep that beat, don't stop. Keep that beat, don't stop. Keep that beat. There you go. This half of the room, check it out. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. And while this half of the church keeps that beat, I want this half, try something. Take your fingertips and rest them on the drum head. I want you to feel. Do you feel that? Whoa. Those are your community members. Those are your friends. There may be strangers to you, but not after an experience like this, where you can get you to feel a tactile connection to one another over there. Not only does it drive a more emotional state of relationship here, but a more emotional attachment to what drives us all at the highest goal, at the highest order. Oh, I love that. Very good. Now, 1, 2, your turn. Keep the beat, don't stop. Keep that beat, don't stop. Your turn, there you go. This half of the room, check it out. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. And your fingertips. Why, they now return the love. They say, thank you for that. I felt that, I touched that. And I want to honor you and give back what I've gotten from you. Making music is giving and receiving. It's what we call Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a Zulu word which translates loosely into I am who I am because you are who you are. And this embodies that in that really tangible way. Jurassic Park right here in Bowling Green. All right, so come back in. 1, 2, everybody. There you go. All right. Try the other hand. Try the other hand. All right, because some of us are not left-handers. I'm not. But I have to gain an appreciation, a compassion, an empathy for those that are not like me. But because we're inclusive about the diversity that exists in our community, let's invite them both in and celebrate it. And when you celebrate, I want you to bob your head, tap your toes, move those shoulders. Come on, let's dance. On 1, 2, here we go. Alternate your hand. Yeah, there you go. Yep, yep. All right. Woo, yeah. Now everybody, use your voices. Repeat after me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, ha 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 ha. Oh yeah. We are BG. We are BG. And we rock. Yeah, you do. Y'all got it now. Let's pick it up, shall we? On 1, 2, on 1, 2, 3, we go. One more time. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, ha 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 ha. Oh yeah. We are BG. We are BG. Amen. Amen. Oh yeah, God is good. All right. So everybody, let's rock. Here we go. Yeah. Boy, it works. Never done that before. Try it again. Good. Inhale. And exhale. How about this? Everybody up. And you. If you're playing something no one else is playing, we call that your drum solo. It's kind of cool. Or leadership. No, I'm just kidding. We'll simplify it. All right, Kelly's here. We're going to take it from the top now. No, I'm just kidding. All right, welcome, Kelly. Y'all are so cute. Yeah! Hey! Here we go! Let's try it again. Stay with me. Watch for the changes, right? One more time. Same question, same answer. It's open book. When I work with school teachers, like, it's open book. They can't get it wrong, can they? I'm like, oh, yeah, they can. They just Still get it wrong. We'll give it a try anyway. Go! All right, good enough. We'll take it. So this is the part where I'm sharing my thought, my perspective on how I contribute in a community like this. How do I contribute in whatever organization or brotherhood or sisterhood I'm a part of? And you honor and validate me by listening to what I'm contributing and respond back to me. Is that what I hear? Is that what I understand? It's what we call in the doctoral program appreciative inquiry, respecting people where they are, where they come from, and their view of what they lend to a dialogue, more importantly, a conversation. And but some of you are probably out there looking at me like, okay, yeah, you're welcome, got that, but that's not how I would roll. I would probably say something different on my drum. And I get that. Even though we're all essentially playing the same tool, the djembe drum, I'll bet that Doug's expression on the drum is different than Yaz's expression and Carol's expression, right, Doug? So Doug's looking at me like, where are you going with this? So Doug, I want to invite you in. His name is Doug Bell. Everyone say hi, Doug. Doug, share with the group now, where do you work? Where do you come from here this weekend?
So I work in broadcast media. My primary job is a husband and father. 4 kids. Grand Rapids, Michigan is where I come home.
All right, so welcome, Doug. Thank you for being here. So Doug from Grand Rapids, father, husband, 4 kids. I bet he has a different expression on his drum than I did. So Doug, I want to invite you to say something on your drum. Let's all listen, put ourselves in Doug's shoes, and with compassion, particularly with the 4 kids, with compassion, no kidding, lovely kids, let's respond to where Doug is and meet him where he is. Awesome, Doug. Yeah, well done. Give Doug a round of applause. So that was Doug. Let's see if we invite somebody else in who's not making eye contact. Hello, young lady. She's like, just keep walking.
Come on, Mary.
Is it Mary?
Mary.
Mary, you're a member here at this wonderful church? No? Oh, okay. Well, how long have you been coming here, Mary? Oh, you've never been here. Well, everybody, let's welcome Mary to the day. Yeah, welcome, Mary. All right, Mary, one time on that drum. Let's hear you. Let's just stay with the ladies while they're rocking it, right, Ms. Nyla? Should we? Should we stay with the, girl power? So here's Nyla Jennings. Now, Nyla is also part of the doctoral program. Nyla, where did you travel in from?
I traveled in from the great state of Tennessee.
Tennessee is in the house. All right. What do you do in Tennessee besides being a student? Or is that full time?
Well, it's almost full time. The rest of the time, I enjoy the farm. I enjoy my dogs. Most of the time. I'm a cat.
Awesome.
And I also do consulting.
You have a consulting company. Well, it's great. It sounds like you stay busy, all right? So, Nyla, let's meet you where you are. Express yourself on the drum. How would you say it? Well, I'm not even going to try and copy that. Yeah! You get it? Not bad. That was beautiful. Should we, those of you know Dr. Katie up here, should we see how he rolls on this drum? Dr. Katie, you're the chair of the doctoral program, Organization Development and Change. And how long has it been going now? It's been up and running for 3 years. 3 years. So, smart guy, we're going to ask him to get out of his head, come down to his heart, use his hands, and express yourself. Woo! One more? You good? Go for it. Awesome, yeah. So Nyla and Mary and Doug and Dr. Katie, did any of the four say the same thing on their drum? Nicole knows that. Why is that, Nicole? You know why. It's their diverse interpretation of how they contribute. In organizations, we want to welcome in and enrich the output and the productivity and the health and effectiveness of organizations by inviting in all the goodness of exactly who you are, the best version of you according to you, not what someone tells you you are and who someone tells you are and ought to be. And when you have that ownership, you're able to deliver in the most impactful, productive way possible. Each of us has our own solo, our own voice. Let's bring it all together here in the Friday night Drum Cafe Jam, shall we? So, all right, I will, because I will get you all started. Everybody all together here after me. And you. One more. Here we go. All right. Play your own solo. This half of the room, just rest a sec. This half of the room, I'm going to put something down. When you got it, just jump on board. Let's see. Something like this. How about? All right. There's your leader. Leading is following is leading is following. There you go. This half, listen, augment what they do with your gifts. Like this. Yeah. Keep playing. Don't stop. Keep playing. Don't stop. You got it. Forward. Check it out. Boom, boom, boom. Da-ga-da-ga-da. Boom, 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 da-ga-da-ga-da. You're making music! Oh, in a few minutes' time. Oh, I love it. This is teamwork. This is collaboration. This is synergy. All right, here we go. Everybody! Everybody! Remember this? After me. Here we go. Hey. Ah. Hey. Yeah, all right. Go ahead and put that drum down for a sec. And rub those hands together. All right, give you a little hand massage. Shake it out. Everybody shake it out. There you go. And get this chopping motion going right in front of your body there. Chop it out. Everybody chop it out. Get the blood from your hands back into your arms, shoulders, your chest cavity. Everybody chop. Keep chopping. Don't stop. I can work with this. Now, if it's okay with the person on your right, you have to ask them first because HR is in the room. No, I'm kidding. I don't want any more lawsuits. Take that chopping motion. If it's okay with them, turn to your neighbor and give them a little chop right on the shoulders. Give them a little stress relief. Let them know you appreciate them. Let them know. There you go. Hands up. Everybody keep chopping. To the other side. Do unto others. Ask them first. Ask them first. Make sure it's okay. Come on. What happens here stays here. Don't worry. Hands up and back in your lab. All right. Woo! All right. Turn to the person next to you and say, no, I did not know that you could do that. So, it's been about communication, connection. How so? When I heard from Nyla, and I heard from Mary, and I heard from Doug, and I heard from Dr. Katie. Thank you. Who's this guy? Big day tomorrow. I should probably... They didn't say the same thing. So it's a great exercise in communication. One of the first uses or applications of this drum was communication. And it's great because it's a multi-sensory form of communication. When you couldn't quite track what Dr. Katie was doing or Doug was doing or Nyla was doing, it's because we couldn't see all of them. And we listen, you know this, you all know this, we have to listen with so much more than our ears. We have to listen with our eyes. We have to listen with our hearts to gain the full extent of what this conversation is meant to bring us and to edify one another in our relationships. And I don't know if you've seen some of the metrics. I read this in the Wall Street Journal decades ago. I have to cite my sources, right? And I read an article that says most of us on average, so first of all, the multisensory element keeps us present. If we're not occupied, then we have a lot of capacity that we have to manage. The metrics I want to reference from the Wall Street Journal was most people can speak at about 125 words a minute, spoken word, 125 words a minute. Most of us as listeners can receive and process the spoken word at the rate of about 300 words a minute. Check my math, but that leaves the listener with some 175 words every 60-second cycle that they have to manage and do something with. And now, I don't know about you, but what I do very often with that excess capacity is I go bye-bye, I go into my phone, I go in. I also go in another way. I'm listening to them, but all the while I'm listening to them and I'm making mental commentary about what they're saying. And whether what they're saying suits my preferences, my experience, my profile, my gestalt, my view of the world. It's not about me if I'm in service to them. It's about them and my ability to listen to them and listen to where they are and how their story has come to be. And that takes a Herculean effort for someone like me, because my mental commentary is using me as the reference point for reality. Their reality is not mine. So this is why we have to practice conversation. And the whole work that we're doing this weekend is about having conversations. You would think, well, that's simple. I'm going to go get a PhD. If it's just about conversations. I did a TEDx talk called The Lost Art of Conversation. And we used the drums to express and get back to a core source of how we connect with one another. I use the reference, a lot of my cohort mates know this, it shows up in some of my writings, but I use the reference of Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451, where it was this future dystopian society, right, where everyone was kind of plugged in and locked into our vices. How prophetic did that become? But he says one of the manifestations of our inability to engage in rich discourse was that they stopped building front porches. You know, when I was growing up, Pastor Dave, like we had the front porch, and we'd go out there and we'd swing, and the neighbors come around, and we would just have conversation and dialogue. So part of what the doctoral program at Bowling Green is about is enriching and returning to something so fundamental, but so critically important to our organizations, our communities, our society, to be able to listen without judgment and the mental commentary, and eliminate the polarity and the often binary nature in which you must be on this side or that side. So in that regard, when I talk about rhythm being, this being about rhythm, I said, if you can walk, that's rhythm, right? Right, left, right, left. We do a lot of work with physically challenged populations, so I'm very explicit about the conjunctive or if you can breathe, in and out and in and out. That's rhythm, right? Anybody just in-breathers? Works best when you balance it. Your eating patterns, your sleeping patterns, your working patterns, traffic patterns, study patterns, all have a rhythm that when it feels right for you, you trust it, rely upon it. Here's one of the most manifest places I think rhythm presents itself in our lives. Personally, professionally, socially, it's in our relationships. Think about that. We know when our relationships are on the beat. They feel it, feels good, feels right. But we also know when they're off. And I talk to people and I say, now, we tend to relegate that to our personal circles, these little small circles, but those rich sensibilities you possess about understanding when a relationship is on or off, don't check it at the door. Bring it with you. Leverage that tremendous asset you have to drive productive, fruitful relationships in whatever you do outside of the home. That rhythm we can trust and rely upon. That's the easy part, actually. The hard part is, and that's why we are training to be the best leaders we can, Tony and Heather and Yaz and Carol, Doug, Nicole, because we have to be able to reconcile, or at least foster an environment where people are empowered to reconcile that disharmony powerfully, intelligently, and in ways that we're still learning, because we never get there. But perfection is the enemy of progress, okay? So, I know it's Friday night. Get ready to go into a big finish. You all okay? Anybody have any questions? Thoughts? All right. Mr. Alcini, flip the switch for us, will you? We come from South Texas, so we thought we'd give you a little. Go ahead. There you go. A little Latin rhythm for your dilatation. Sorry, my wife is from Mexico. I always got to honor her with a little samba groove. And even though that rhythm changes, the beat stays right there. All right, yeah. Now help us out, this half of the room. Clap, snap, clap, snap. There you go. All right, and this half. You're here, and there, and here, and there, and there, and here, and don't stop. Sandy on the drum. Woo! Djembe! Woo! Everybody, pick up that drum. Drum, take a deep breath, and listen to this. In the cuckoo. Everybody, one time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not cuckoo, sorry. One time. One time. Here we go again. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Listen to the boys. One more. One time on the drum. One, two, three. There we go. Come on, cuckoo. One down. Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! You feel that? I feel it. Well, you all are bringing it tonight. Bringing it. That spirit, right, Pastor Dave? That spirit right here. Our collective prayer all together in this room, making the sound of thousands with our voices. So now, that actually wasn't the big finish. This is the big finish, because it can't end with us. We have to empower you all to go forth from here, empowered with the spirit of what community is about, what the human connection is all about, and the myriad ways that each of us fosters that connection. Your way. Do you. This is just our expression of encouraging you to do you and to be you. So, how we're going to end is we've handed some new voices out here, musical ensemble, the maracas. Where's the maracas? Hey, shake them up if you got maracas. All right. So, if you're holding a maraca right now in your hands, today is your lucky day. Because in a moment, we're going to invite you up here to the front. I told you, yeah. Now what we're going to do, these are not just regular maracas. These are magical maracas. So I want you in a moment, I'll have you come up here, and I just want you to, we're going to carve out a little circle up here. I want you to walk around the circle 2 times. That's it. Easy, right? But the way you walk around the circle is unto you alone. Do you in the way you walk around the circle and contribute to our community here. Now you can walk around the circle any number of ways, Nyla. Throw me one of those maracas. She's like, you can have them both. You can come up here and walk around the circle this way, for example. Don't do that. Or you can actually have fun. And you can come up here, Kelly, and Yaz, and Garrett, and walk around the circle this way! Yeah! Yeah! So it's up to you. There's no right answer. There's no right answer. Just know that everybody's watching. And they're going to be inspired or, depending on what they see you do. Now, it takes a village. It takes a community. It's whole scale system change. Inside joke for some of you. I wasn't asleep today. So, when you come up here and you feel like you've expressed yourself in a satisfactory way, I want you to look out there amongst your colleagues, friends, and family, and I want you to invite them to what a healthy community feels like. And I want you to invite them to come up and express themselves, and you're not going to let them say no. I know you tried to give that away, but I'm giving it back. All right. Oh, this is Nyla's. Doug's got it. So you go and you delegate your leadership to somebody else out there, and we're just going to see what we can do to finish this party tonight. All right? So, oh, I forgot something. I know. I know. What do I know? I know this scares the heck out of some of you. So I've got incentive. Whoever I see up here with the most passion, the most energy, the most spirit, they'll get this t-shirt which says, I jammed with the Drum Cafe. Yeah. Some Baraka holders, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. All right. All right, y'all. I got one last question for you. Are you ready to blow the roof off this place? Follow me! Cycle up! Come on! Yeah! Let's go! Come on! Oh! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Ha! You got it! Yeah! Up! 4, 3, 2, 1, stop! Go get someone else! Go get somebody else! Who's in? Who's in? Bring him in! Let's go! Follow me! Woo! Circle up! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Everybody! Stand up! Everybody up! Everybody up! Everybody up! Everybody up! Woo! D-O-D-C! Yeah! Yankee, Yankee. Oh, yeah! Okay. Who'd you see up here? Who'd you see that inspired you? Who'd you see that moved you? Carol. Carol moved you. Come on up, Carol. Come on up, Carol. Yonkity. Yonkity. Fine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Carol. You did something to move the folks, and it probably wasn't anything you said. Not that you're not capable, but it's what you did that moves people. Our actions speak so loudly, we don't even hear what we say. Ralph Waldo Emerson. So everyone, thank Carol. She's one of our leaders in the doctorate program. Put that on, Yonkity. Put it on, Carol. Yonkity. Yeah. Yeah, spin it out. Woo! Oh, you got more. Woo! Yeah.
This is a better language.
What'd you say?
It's a better language.
Oh, it's a better language. That's what she said. Yeah, Carol Garland, give her a round of applause. Woo. Wow. Do you feel different?
We do that every Sunday.
Yeah. Well, you look different as well. Usually at the end there, when we do that, we give away a T-shirt, and there's a couple of entries, you know, her and him and her, and they come up. And what's the first thing I always hear from the crowd when I've got 2 or more people up here vying for the T-shirt? Dance off. Dance off. And everything about our world, particularly in the West, is about competition. And it's about pitting people one against one another and stack ranking the winners and losers. And so I give a laugh, and I give them all a T-shirt because they're up there and they all qualify. And it's not that everybody gets a trophy thing, although that's worthy, but it's about you're here, and whether you self-selected or someone selected you, you're a winner, and you're a part, and you're in the game. And that's half the battle right there. So on behalf of the Drum Café, Mr. Alseni and Mr. Abubakar Sila, I'm Dale Monnin. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. Come here, guys. Take your bow. Take your bow. There you go. Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you. Dr. Katie? So we thought we'd provide a space here. Stay, go, come as you want. You were never mandated to be here in the first place. And that's actually why when people come together, we don't say, take this drum, we're going to start now, 1, 2, 3, go. It's always about just holding a space where when people feel compelled to capitulate, they're able to. And if they don't, we don't make them wrong. So maybe you have some thoughts, some expressions that percolated for you during our time together. And so maybe we can explore that.
Yeah, and I think it would be great to take a minute to go say hi to somebody you don't know in the room. And then share with that person what your reactions were to tonight and what you're curious about. Just take a couple minutes, go meet somebody, and this is my reaction to tonight, and this is what it was like, and here's what I'm curious about. And you think about anything about you want to ask or maybe what you're curious about with the work that they do. So go ahead and meet somebody that you don't know,